As we were. So, everybody ready?
Yep.
I'm ready.
How's my volume, by the way?
It's perfect.
It's great.
Sweet.
Matei?
I am ready.
Boyo?
Yeah.
Welcome back, attractive and well-educated watchers, to a brand new episode of the Grand Crusade. Last time we left off, the entire party broke the blockade on Nothran and managed to get into a really cool diplomatic function, wherein Fausto got into an argument with, like a Dominion diplomat, and that was kind of weird. And then we found a Vityrian arrived. So everybody feel free to introduce yourselves.
Hello, I am Father Mihaly Pop.
Oya Folkard.
A meathead who's out of his element.
Fausto Terzo de Siracusa.
Matei of Argamum.
Badass. So, the last time, right as we left off, a big, like 15 plus foot tall, looks like a cross between a bipedal lion and a gorilla, walked in and said, "Behold," and held out a little dude, a little like 1.5 foot tall guy with yellow skin, hair like Captain Pike from Strange New Worlds. It's like mixed orange and black. We didn't say then, but you know it's mixed orange and black. He's wearing what looks like a vault dweller jumpsuit or something. He's got little badges on his chest. You guys know what those are. They're medals, merits, and stuff like that. Those things exist. His eyes are black compound eyes like a bee's. And he's a bipedal dude. He's got arms, he's got legs. You know. He's got a head. Looks kind of humanoid-ish.
And he's small.
He's like 1.5 foot tall. Yeah, he's standing actually in this big motherfucker's hand. And that big gorillion. Yeah, the big gorillion guy is that's a Gornath, by the way. So yeah.
What was his name again? The small guy.
Grand Admiral Yap Yap.
Ah, yes, yeah.
Yap Yap.
Let's hope he ain't so good at yapping.
YAP space YAP.
I'm gonna just casually lean over to the diplomat, the
Monithrina that's losing his shit and talking about, oh, he is the most tall.
Yes, I'm just gonna casually lean over in the. Which one is Yap Yap again?
Why, isn't it apparent? Look upon his glory, his grace, and see. Can you not automatically notice his greatness?
Well, you said he was tall. That guy is no bigger than my shin.
Can you not understand? The idea of being tall is more than merely physical body. He is truly the highest here among us.
It sounds like you're referring to his character, not necessarily his stature.
I wouldn't dare say a thing about anyone's stature in such a presence of such a large figure as he.
I take the hint and I just casually, nod and agree, I guess.
The Leonel, the gorillion, walks forward to the nearby food buffet table as a spree of they kind of look like kind of butterfly looking people. They have wings, the very dainty frames, come fluttering in through the doors with little boxes in hand, and they all fly in and drop off a box in everybody's hand, including your own, by the way. Everybody. Most of the Nothrenia open up their boxes, and you see bottles. And you guys open up your boxes, specifically every member of the party opens up their boxes, and you find a tasteful-looking pistol.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
What?
How
Oh,
peculiar.
Most of the Nothrenia get that, but you're noticing that pistols have been given out to like the highest of military figures. So this is probably a matter of station. You guys can recognize.
Gotcha. I
I'm
would
just
probably
gonna add that to my inventory.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tasteful alien pistol.
Ew.
obviously this is I'm not gonna say obviously because I really don't know, but I'm guessing it's in real life culture it's customary to hand out gifts to guests. Isn't that correct?
This is particularly extravagant, but it is more or less the kind of thing that is to be expected by particularly extravagant guests. And this guy is and has established to be like a really high-ranking admiral. He's a grand admiral, you know, he pilots a moon around, so, you know, he does he does have the kind of station that a man like him would want to put off this kind of air when he walks into the room. This isn't like some supernatural thing. This would be considered as kind of entirely standard for you guys.
No, yeah. Like something I would be doing, right?
Mm-hmm. If you were throwing a big bash and you wanted everybody to know how fancy and badass you were, yeah, this is exactly the kind of thing you'd do.
Well, I look at the pistol. Well, I can't complain.
Won't say no to a free gun.
Of course not. Yep. That's
Unless these are sabotage guns.
This would absolutely be the functional equivalent of giving every general in your new ally's army a sword. You know, like a really nice gem-encrusted sword or whatever. Obviously, he knows who everybody's loyalty to here lies, but, you know, he wants to make a really big thing, so you give swords to the generals. In this case, obviously, the sword of space appears to be the pistol, foolish as that may be. And then the Gornath carries the guy over to the buffet table, where he is.
So
Oh,
after the, I was just going to say, after this little display of pleasantries, when everybody is nice and firmly distracted, I'm just going to, you know, casually slip out.
Oh shit, where are you going, boyo?
I don't know yet.
Hmm.
I'm going to go look around.
Like,
Bit of snooping.
Where are we right now?
you're in like a grand ballroom type situation, in like a
How did we get to it?
Oh, there's shuttle pads and stuff down in the back courtyard or whatever that everybody kind of, you know, is setting down into. Not unlike you would see in one of those Renaissance scenes where there's this receiving area where all the carriages are lined up and releasing people.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of thing, yeah.
Okay. So we brought a shuttle from our own ship here.
Oh yeah. Everybody came in on their own, and it's probably, you know, the valet probably took care of it or what have you. You know.
Okay.
Hey, all right.
Does-
Sorry. I thought you were
ahead,
going.
Follow-up question. Does our shuttle have a connection to the ship?
Yeah, absolutely.
Perfect. That's where I'm going.
Okie dokie. Boyo's going out with the shuttle. It'll take a little bit of time, so we're very curious. We will not forget this, but in the meantime, let's get back to what's happening immediately.
I want... I want there to be a reason I'm staying mostly quiet. B, because I really don't do well in the political stuff. You know that. B, I actually do want to have a bit of a look around.
All right. If you're done, Boyle, I don't.
Yes. Yeah. Go ahead.
All right. Do I notice Boyle leaving? Because I have an idea, but I need to know if I see him or not.
Boyo, are you being particularly sneaky about it?
Not particularly, but I specifically wait for basically everyone, or at least everyone that isn't in our little group, to be distracted. Or, you know, distracted enough.
Just give us a 3d6, a quick stealth roll real quick. We don't see a reason why not.
I've been so quiet during this entire interaction, and everybody's been yapping at each other.
You've
I've been
kind
so
of
quiet.
cultivated
I'm kind of wallflowery. I'm in the back.
Yeah, roll a quick stealth on us if you don't mind. Oh yeah, we think Boyo slips away and nobody knows a damn thing. Sorry guys, well, that's a critical success. Nobody even gets a perception roll. He's gone. You don't notice.
Okay.
I'll just give Malmbjorn a tap on the way out.
Damn, he vented.
Yeah, he gone, son. He out.
All right.
I will specifically let Malmbjorn know that I'm leaving by giving him a tap on the way out.
Yep.
Malmbjorn,
you know.
Oh, cool. Thank you. I'm assuming we have communicators on us, right? Some kind.
We mean, yeah.
We've never discussed it specifically.
We've never discussed it, but all of you do have communicators that are tied into a network. Like you got that one in the warehouses. So
what's the range? What's the range on those?
A few miles, you know.
Okay, and if I were to, activate a hot mic, is it an open channel or do we have secured channels?
We can say you can set up a secure channel pretty quickly.
Okay, I'm gonna activate.
We're talking space age tech here.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna activate a hot mic on a secure channel to the ship.
So you're just feeding back everything that you're hearing.
Yeah, just so people on the ship will can gather information while I'm also.
You're basically wearing a wire.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. So that's basically.
We'd like you, Malmbjorn, while you do this, to roll roll an IQ real quick.
Ooh.
It's actually not a terrible roll.
Yeah,
well, it's average. Yeah.
What is your IQ's 11, so it's a success. So it occurs to you as you're doing that if you're doing this and you're able to do this, which you can confirm you are, you're getting a feed, it's going back, nobody's caught you, it's not been jammed, which you've heard is a thing that can happen with the far speaker technology. You have to assume everybody else is probably doing this too.
Oh yeah, well,
we mean, you're not the sharpest guy ever. You're pretty average, and if you're thinking about this, somebody else, there's thousands of people in this ball room.
I think you're being told that are the people who may or may not be enemies are doing this as well.
Yeah,
yeah. You should of course still do what you're doing, but now that you're doing it, you're cognizant that probably everybody else is doing it too.
Right. All right.
So watch what you say, and
obviously.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's a tall order.
Yeah. I'll try to not get into any more arguments.
Well, I sure hope so, because I'm about to ask you specifically for help.
Oh no.
Alrighty.
Because we're about to go talk to the Admiral.
After Fausto has already drawn so much attention to himself.
Yeah, because we're about to go talk. We're about to go talk to the Admiral.
Oh boy!
I mean, might as well.
Out of the frying pan and into the fire, we guess. Okie dokie.
I'm gonna talk. Okay, hey Fausto.
Mm-hmm.
You are more eloquent at speaking to these politicians than I. Would you mind coming with me to speak to the Admiral?
Well, it'll be no issue, mi compa. Let's just go.
All right, and we head over to introduce ourselves to the Admiral. Following as much polite protocol as we can. That I at least recognize.
Yep.
And what?
We were saying as you wander over, you'll notice him at the buffet table. You might expect a man of his stature to walk on the table itself, but instead he just merely points, and the Gornath, carries him, as it were, over to wherever he indicates, and he grabs what food he can in a more polite manner than you might expect someone of his stature to need to resort to.
Right.
As he sees you, and as you walk over, a few Nothrania who are kind of standing, staring at him from across the table, kind of back away and let you do your thing. Fausto has shown himself to be representative of the coalition. So clearly they're curious, as any political onlookers would be. And as you near, the Gornath looks over, says nothing, and then Grand Admiral Yap, holding what to him is an incredibly oversized plate filled with snippets and hors d'oeuvres, looks to you and go, "Oh, and I imagine you want something to say about all the swagger then, eh? The Monai will tell you anything that they got to say. Anything that you want to hear, or at least that they think you want to hear. Don't believe anything they say."
You're gonna have to speak in English, because half of that I didn't catch.
Bro can't parse a
That was a
Scottish
rather
accent.
particular accent.
Yeah. What was the first half of that sentence?
The Monai Thrina, you can't trust anything they say. They'll tell you anything they think you want to hear.
All right. Well, all right. Appreciate the advice, Admiral. I'd like to introduce myself. I am Malmbjorn Gunolfsson, bodyguard to the Emperor of Rome, and envoy to the Zupan Ivan Alexandros Ivanov. Sorry, I haven't actually said his name out loud. And we would like to introduce ourselves.
Aye. You're looking mighty well dressed for some tall folk. You like the sidearms I granted you?
Indeed,
They are very what's the word? Out of character. What's the word?
magnificent.
Yes, they are very nice.
Quite opulent things, yes, indeed.
Why, the Buldibulans make the
magnificent.
best. The Buldibulans make the best sidearms in the entire known galaxy. They're really good in the hand, and we've gotten considerable approval ratings from all of the people on the ground.
I lost my train of thought. Give me one sec. Indeed, I'm sure they work as well as they appear, which is
We're sure.
magnificent.
Oh, I'm sure you'll find out yourself eventually. It goes well in the hand, and the recoil is practically non-existent.
Well, I would also like to introduce my friend here, Fausto. I cannot pronounce your full name. Fausto Terzo da Siracusa.
Good evening, Grand Admiral Yapia. I am Fausto Terzo da Siracusa of Sicily. I'm a servant of our Zupan.
Oh, very fine to meet you. Looks like you haven't mastered the language quite so much as your friend here. For the record, Fausto, you would be talking to everybody through a Pierre Universal Translator, whereas Malmbjorn, every time he opens his fucking mouth, he actually speaks the language of the alien he's talking to.
Oh, indeed. Good, Grand Admiral. I am not adept in it yet. I have yet to learn. There are many languages of many peoples.
Is this due to us having the translators? I forgot about
The
that.
translator microbes, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, all the main gang all just speak to aliens in their native language every time they speak to them, and they seem to switch back and forth to alien almost instantly whenever they talk to them nowadays. Ever since they went out on that crazy adventure, to Anapel Prime.
You could say it's.
Oh yeah, Fausto doesn't have that, does he?
Yeah.
No, he
Yeah,
does
you
not.
could
He
say
speaks-
we now have. Oh, sorry. I was gonna say if you want to take a, we could say it's more or less the language of the birds, where everybody understands it.
Is that what you're
What?
saying?
No. That was me out of character.
I don't get the reference.
I-
Tell me later.
We
Unless
don't
I'm
know,
unless I'm mistaken with the the Bible during the Tower of Babel. Some about I thought the language of the birds was the language where the language everybody spoke, that everybody understood before God split the languages apart.
Huh.
Unless,
Don't know. Have to check
unless
up on
I'm
that.
mistaken in the story.
We definitely have to check up on that, but it's not particularly relevant at this point.
Okay.
Although that is kind of a cool idea in universe to bring up. So yeah, not so bad. Not. It's not a horrible idea. We just
Okay.
we
Unless
don't
I'm mistaken on the
specifically
story,
know.
because I'm not.
Go look that shit up in the background, and once you got something a little bit better, it's yeah.
All right. Sorry. I don't have anything else.
I'm curious as to why the Grand Admiral would say the Monithrina cannot be trusted and will say whatever they wish, whatever they believe will achieve a desired effect.
Oh,
And I would
don't
ask
get
it from
your
the
knickers in a twist. It's just part of their culture. It's all about flowery language and poetry, going on about making everybody greater than they are. You know how it goes when you gotta be sucking up to your superiors. Everybody's got a boss somewhere, after all. Even me.
At that comment, I make a hearty laugh because not expecting them to speak so bluntly about sucking up to superiors. You are quite right, Admiral.
They tried to be whenever possible, but let's be real with ourselves here. You here want something? What do you need? Let's get down to business.
Well, we primarily seek to speak with you, of course. We're very curious about learning more of the Dominion.
Well, what do you want to know?
And of course the potential meetings and futures with the Monithrina.
Oh, I'm sure you'll be talking to plenty of them from now on. We'll be around in this area as long as we can diplomatically handle it. As far as that goes, we'll see. But I've already spoken to about 76 of the various different Council of the Monarch members, and the rest of the 464 should not be too difficult to at least secure transit through the system. We are entering a big war now, gentlemen. And right now, it's important that we are all on the same side.
That is true, Admiral. And these Beskariks do seem to have numbers on their side. And from the looks of it, more so than we haven't anticipated.
Their particular way of going across the expanse is troubling, to say the least. And for whatever reason, there was a lot of them before anybody discovered what they were doing. So we are working against momentum. But fortunately, the Delphoi have worked on turning the tide for that in the last several cycles.
Ah, yes, the Delphoi. They are something.
Something they are. But they've really turned the tide. Sheer kinetic force, we've found, is one of the most effective things into taking down the whole platings of the Beskariks. It might be difficult for smaller matter, but if they go fast enough and fire their guns at a proper place, all in the right spot, it tends to barrel through a little bit. And of course, with our particular form of engineering, it makes it easy to literally run them over. In the near 1,000 years since we've been in the battle with the Beskariks, we've developed considerable giga-engineering feats that have allowed us to overpower their material sciences technology where others struggle against it.
Yeah, I have heard from the Monithrina that you were in a stalemate with them for quite some time and still are.
No. Don't worry about what he says there. Stalemate is a bit of a subjective word in the form and field of battle. We've found a brief lull in our battle momentum, and now with the gift and the addition and integration of the Delphoi into our space navy, well, let's just say that things have started evening out. More importantly than that, we can even, with the Delphoi, take out the Beskariks in their own home field, as they both come from the same type of environment. Now, the balance is changing. The tides are turning, as they say.
So progress has been made, yes? Things go well, as you
Oh,
say.
aye, every day.
Would you would it be too what's the word? I wouldn't say presumptuous, or I think presumptuous to ask about your own people. What are they like?
Oh, boring administrators mostly. Most don't look anything like me, actually. I've kind of styled myself after the Delphoi I command. That's why I'm almost entirely hairless. They like it that way, you know. But more or less a standard example of my kind. With the exception to the fact that I'm not covered in fur right now. We come from a large planet. Way, way back. I don't precisely remember. I can't ever remember me academics in that sense. History isn't my field. And so, once upon a time, we were small, tiny, and then we worked our way up through careful administration of the other monster species on our planet, until eventually we found our way to the stars, and it's been administration ever since, so I gather. But you'd have to ask my professor about that.
Your professor.
Oh, aye, I'm a proper university-educated man.
I see.
For
Maybe
the record, many of you are not properly university-educated men. Boyo is a university-educated man.
Well,
Matei doesn't even know how to read.
we might just take you up on that, Admiral. If you could send us his a message to him, we might be able to get into contact with him another time.
Oh, I'll try to reach out. I don't know if he's a busy man these days.
I believe it would be better for our relations to learn more of each other, yeah?
Without a doubt. But what kind of thing would you be looking to learn? How do you run your societies?
Oh, we run it about the same as the folks here.
I'm trying to.
Sorry, we had a message from Boyo in the background.
No, you're good. I also got things posted in the general chat just for letting the other group know while things are going on.
Yeah. One moment.
I don't remember the name of them again. I'm sorry. I just put the short.
Vityrians.
Yeah. How do you spell that?
V-I-T Y-T V-I-T-Y-R-I-A-N.
I am. Okay. Okay. Sorry about that.
Alrighto. Sorry, we're just doing a thing. We are back. Sorry, can you repeat that last thing you were saying? So sorry.
Oh no, it was I just couldn't remember how to spell Vityrian.
Oh, okay. All
I'm
right.
getting pings, messages.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.
Okay. I just didn't know. I just didn't know where it was coming from. I didn't know if it was me or something else. I didn't know what it was.
Things.
Yeah. I didn't have any. Okay, out of character. I didn't have any particular line of questioning I had specifically. This was more or less a general thing. So, Fausto, unless you can come up with something, I don't know where to direct the conversation at the moment. I might pick up something along the lines, but as of right now, I didn't really have anything specific.
Yeah. I would say we know very little of your people. We do not even really truly know where to begin. We know only what the Monithrina have told us, and as you said, they are scallywags, not entirely trustworthy, and benders of the truth.
I quickly elbow Fausto in the chest just to correct him. Just exaggerations.
Yes, exaggerated.
Oh, they'll spin a tale if they think it'll get you to the negotiation tables, but once you're actually there, there's somebody else you deal with. I can promise you, most administrators do not allow their non-Vityrians to get up to too much trouble without stepping in.
He spoke of you all as very high up and mighty, almost divine.
Yes,
It
yes.
was
As
rather
I said, the
peculiar.
Vityrians are extremely poetic and mildly religious about their reverence of the Vityrian people. But worry
Huh?
not, they'll tell you, as I said, whatever they think you want to hear to make us sound more impressive. There's nothing really we
And-
can do about it, unfortunately. It seems to be entirely hardwired into them.
Well, I would say we appreciate the clarification because what they have actually said may come off to others of us actually as the quite the opposite effect, should I say? So to avoid mishaps, we do appreciate the clarification.
Yes, well, making sure their many legs don't take them too far is one of the things administrators are for now, isn't it?
Indeed.
So,
I,
gentlemen, if you wouldn't mind, however, I am going to shove all sorts of things into my face and make sure that I have a full stomach for the incoming rounds of nearly 4,500 individuals to try to convince to get a trade lane going through this area so that we can put a gate at the edge of the system.
I make another hearty laugh. Ha! Well said, Admiral. I think I should do the same.
Farewell,
Meanwhile-
Grand Admiral, and fair feastings to you.
Meanwhile, Boyo, we're gonna go back to you. You have arrived back at the shuttle. We sent you a little blurb about. Are you actually there, Boyo? By the way.
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay, great, awesome. Sorry,
Yeah, I was just
sorry,
muted
I
because
have
I've been crunching on Doritos.
reasonable. So,
Yeah.
we sent you a little blurb about what you saw on the way back to the shuttle. Just what you could see on the way back to the shuttle. Now you're back to the shuttle and you're doing scans. That's what that 8 is for. So we're going to look at your. Oh shit! We have to reload the entire fucking screen. All right. Well, thanks. All right. Yeah. So, do you have a 17 or an 18? You have a 17. That is unfortunately not a critical success. We're sorry, Boyo. But generally speaking, you say you scan around on the shuttle. What you mostly find is extremely generic chatter. Again, what Malmbjorn had in mind is coming back to your shuttle, and as you're looking and scanning around, you're just finding that everybody in orbit and landed are all receiving the same kind of shit. People are talking, and it also occurs to you, literally as soon as you're doing it, that everybody's probably listening to your chatter as well. The concept of digital radio security or whatnot does not appear to be a concept that the Nothrenia have dedicated much into.
Uh-oh.
Spyware. Cold War tactics.
We need to probably invest in that a bit.
Well, they've been fighting a dedicated enemy for over 600 years that they don't really need to communicate with any other factions or parties, do they?
Yeah. Plus, who they've been fighting seem to be rather inept.
Well, the Baskarics have their specialties. Social is not one of them. Yeah. Coordination is also not one of them. Automation is their big thing, as you'll recall. So
I suppose they're more blitzkrieg. They got real far real fast, and then things kind of petered off.
With a lot of numbers, but that's about it. Just overwhelm.
Well, and also remember that their
Vigorous.
standard. You've already found out that their standard tactic for taking worlds is to go into underdeveloped, less technologically advanced natives, and then intimidate them into submission, and then take them as slaves and servant species.
Right. Fights that they can win that have no hope of losing against.
Yeah, there's no benefit in starting a fight that you don't already know you can't win, or that you don't already know you can win.
Right.
So they presumably saw Earth and then convinced themselves that you were weaker than you were, and then they were fucking wrong.
They fucked around and found out.
Yeah.
They
So
doomed their species with their arrogance and ignorance.
So Boyo, you are in the shuttle. What do you want to do while you're at the helm of this bad boy?
One sec.
You're picking up lots of chatter.
Sorry, just responding to something.
No problem. Most of the chatter is, of course, political shenaniganery, jockeying.
Yeah.
Everything you would expect, but
Boring ass shit.
a lot of boring ass shit. Something you might want to hit the record button for and have some menial laborer listen to later. If you know.
And then off them when they hear something they shouldn't.
No.
Thank you for reporting this, comrade. Now you must die.
So, scan wise, I wasn't talking about radio, by the way.
Oh shit! Okay, well, our bad.
I was talking about like to say it in the Star Trek way, the sensors.
We mean
Notice I specifically said sensors.
Sensors. Yeah, we mean there's 22 billion people on the planet. What are you looking for with your sensors?
Anything.
He's probably looking for another bomb.
Anything that sticks out as something that I should know about.
Anything that like
sticks out
piques
to
your
me.
interest.
Anything weird.
At least at right now, there's nothing.
I think that's too vague of a question. You might need to narrow it.
There's chunks
That's
of
pretty big.
like wreckage all over the planet, but that's just from hundreds of years of orbital combat and shit like that.
Of course. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
expected.
Yeah. You know, the big thing about the Vityrian is that they at this point in time they kind of are wearing everything they've got on their sleeves. You know.
It's not really them I'm interested in, though.
Oh yeah, you're trying to pull your sensors on like the battle moon or something.
Probably should-
Yeah, as
Okay, what do you want to know about it?
non-obviously.
You've got a good sensor roll. Actually, if you're literally just pointing it toward the battle moon or whatever, that is a critical hit. What do you want to know about the battle moon?
It's too big to not.
It's kind of too big to not probe easily with a good sensor array.
Look for the exhaust port.
Blueprint.
Pointing its
Yeah,
Death Star laser
yeah,
at
I
the
want
planet,
I
slowly
want
turning around.
I want the blueprints to the Death Star. Yeah.
We probably won't be able to get that, but
But
yeah.
You are aware from the scans of the battle moon, it is a moon. It's like a several hundred mile wide.
It's a literal moon.
A literal
engines on it.
planetoid. Yeah, it's a literal planetoid with like huge internal infrastructure and everything, and giant fucking engines on it.
So we're thinking less Death Star, more Death Planet from the later episode. I don't remember what they called it. It was an entire planet size.
Star Killer Base.
Yeah, Star Killer Base.
But now
we're
it's just
sorry.
a moon.
We're sorry to tell you, but we're very much definitely more ripping off battle moons from the War of the Beast in 40K and War World from DC.
Okay.
Like a literal planet that some advanced species strapped rockets to and then covered with guns. And then
Gotcha.
giga engine, true giga engineering. Yeah. Like
Gotcha. We're just trying to get an understanding.
The battle moon, actually, one of the reasons that Grand Admiral Yap Yap was late to the function, like several hours late, is because the battle moon actually has to station itself in orbit beyond effective harmful gravity radius. Because it's actually a
kind of crashes into the planet.
Yeah.
Not just that, we're going to pull the planet out of orbit.
Cause horrific tidal fluctuations in the environment and stuff like that.
Yeah, suddenly you've got a new moon in orbit.
Yeah, which would cause some serious issues, so they have to station it far enough away that it doesn't fuck things up, which is why he's late.
Which, yes, because they would have to take shuttles from it to wherever they're going, and it would be pretty far away.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so totally. So you know it is a moon. When somebody says that's not a moon, no, it is. It is actually.
It is a literal moon.
It is a literal moon. Yes.
That's no moon. Wait a minute. Yes,
moon.
it is.
Yeah. Yes.
This guy has a shitload of guns on it.
Yeah.
That's a gun with a moon on it.
So the other thing that I wanted to do while I'm here, is, sorry, I wanted to have a tinker with the gun. I don't trust it.
2 seconds.
Oh, pardon me. I forgot my mic was on. Sorry.
Okay, all is well. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. The geese were making a noise, so we had to open our door and check out. All is well. Yeah, they're gun. Sorry, what were you saying, Boyo?
He wants to reverse engineer the pistol.
See if it's a bomb.
Yeah, see, look for any sabotage, stuff like that.
I want to see if it's... Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, we were saying you wanted to reverse engineer the pistol, see if there's any sabotage and stuff like that.
Not really reverse engineer.
That would be quite an involved process, yeah.
Yeah, I want to take it apart as much as is safe to do, and make sure it's not... Make sure it is what it says on the tin, so to speak.
It is a gun and not an explosive.
Not bugged, not rigged. Things like that. Because I don't trust these people.
Well, fortunately, you can actually, read the shit on the side of it, and it comes with a little manual, which is a care manual that tells you how to take the weapon apart and what all of the various different pieces are and things like that are. So it's fairly straightforward, especially considering that you can read it, because you have the translator microbes. Roll, we would call it like a crafts check. So you'll be rolling at your intelligence. You don't know how this thing works, so you're just kind of rolling with it. Oh no, I mean you're good. Even with the -5 default modifier, you still technically succeed. So you take it apart, and there's no extra. There's nothing that the manual doesn't say should be there. It does not appear to be bugged. Congratulations.
Good.
What if the manual is wrong, though? What if it says, and this pound of C4, yeah, that's supposed to be there.
Oh, we mean it. As we said, it explains everything. It's a proper owner's maintenance manual, and we know Boyo, the player, is very big about reading his owner's maintenance manuals. So it all makes sense. It all checks out. It appears to indeed just be a gift. Congratulations, Boyo. Please roll an intelligence check real quick whenever you get the chance.
1 moment.
Nice.
You have memorized all of the pieces of this gun.
Big brain over here.
Well, I mean, I do that automatically.
No, you actually don't. You don't have the photographic memory. You just have the eidetic memory, which means you get huge benefits to memorizing things or recalling information. But in this particular case, this wasn't an academic thing. It was more like that thing where a soldier can put his gun together with his eyes closed.
Muscle memory, kind of.
Practice, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's more what we're talking. You put it together, and you have memorized the actual feeling of how that process of putting it together and putting it, all that goes. And you're pretty sure now you could do it, behind your back or whatever. You were extremely about this gun, so we wanted to give you that. It uses solid projectiles, although the manual itself says that it is a variable ammunition weapon, which is apparently quite standard for Buldibulan designs. They like modular technologies. So this thing right now is fit to shoot shaped pieces of Beskor hull plate, of which you have about 100 rounds.
Nice.
Yeah. Yep. What were you guys jabbering about when we were gone?
Oh, nothing. Don't you worry.
Nothing at
You were
all.
scheming. Okay, got it.
Yeah, scheming. Uh-huh.
We're planning to overthrow you and start the Roman Republic again? No, we're not. That's unthinkable to us.
Yeah.
Although, maybe a republic of aristocrats. An aristocracy ruled by us alone.
That's what the Roman Republic was. A republic.
Yeah, pretty much. Until, of course, those goddamn plebeians got the right to vote. Ugh.
We were just going over old conversations, and I kept losing my train of thought, so it didn't work out too well. But I messaged you privately with information, but if you're still there.
We're still here.
Okay. We were suggesting a new channel specifically for what do you guys call it? A codex?
I call it
Uh,
basically a
Nomicon for
basically a compendium of all the alien races, so that you
Yeah.
know we can better remember who they are.
Yeah, just
Excellent idea.
because I think Nothrenia and Monothrena are a little too close. I thought we were talking about one singular race, people just calling it different things.
Nope.
Yeah, so that's what.
This is not a Mugatu type situation.
Yeah, potato. You know, so that was one of the things we brought up. Just a new channel with all the race. Even just a quick summary on who's who. You know, just
We will try to set it up for you.
perfect. And I sent you 2 messages. If you could also read that.
We are
Yes,
going to that right now. 2 seconds.
Oh, well.
Well, no, we mean we're looking at it right now.
No, yeah, I sent you 1 message, and then the other one's just in general chat about the language of the birds. I was wrong on my source, completely, horribly wrong, but that's what I was thinking of.
Awesome. Sweet. Okay, so, sorry, where were we before Money arrived yelling for meat?
Where
I
were
don't remember.
Boyo was scanning the moon.
Yeah, I think Boyo was scanning the moon. He hasn't come back yet, though, so I don't know.
I've been here.
Yeah, he's been
okay.
here.
You haven't said anything, so okay.
Yeah, I'm munching on Doritos.
No, so Boyo, you were scanning the moon. It is indeed. That's no moon is not an apt statement.
It is a moon.
It is, in fact, a moon.
It is in fact a moon. It's like Warworld from DC. It's like a really big fucking moon, like a moon with guns all over it and shit. Yeah, you know how to take apart and put back together your pistol now. Congratulations.
Sweet.
It's an officer's pistol.
That was basically all I was doing. I just wanted to see if I could get any, interesting intel, because like I said, I don't trust them. The Monithrena,
The spider ones, spider people.
and
Yeah.
are they Vityrian or Bityrian?
Vi with a V.
Vityrian.
Yeah.
I don't trust them.
I'm starting to
the
think
dolphin critters, the Delphoi.
they seem to be
I'm-
useful idiots.
I'm significantly less distrustful of them, not because I don't think they have the capability, but because I think they'd be a little more open about not liking you.
They seem
They
don't
pretty
seem to have
open.
much of a filter. Yeah.
Yeah.
They just insult you and then do
but
the laugh.
they insult you and then do the laugh.
Yeah.
but the others I don't trust. Yeah, exactly. The others I don't trust. Part of that, I will admit, is metagame because I'm immediately just the
because Star Trek Deep Space Nine is your favorite Star Trek. Yeah,
because Deep Space Nine is my favorite Star Trek, and you knew that going into this. So I know
it kind of poisoned the well
a little.
I am getting those vibes from them too, though.
But yeah, they're also the Monithrina speak the exact same way that the Wayun do.
The Vorta.
The Vorta. Well, yeah, but most of the Vorta that we know from the show are
is the
Wayun.
single character.
Yeah,
all Wayun.
well, it's actually it's multiple characters, but remember they're clones of one another. So
there are some lady Vorta that we see.
There are, but like I said, most of them
are
Wayun. So I usually call them the Wayuns. But yeah, the Vorta. The Monithrina are obviously the Vorta. They speak the same way, they act the same way.
Well, we all picked up on their sleaziness, so it's kind of hard.
Thankfully, the Vityrians don't sound like the Founders, but
could just be a ruse.
But that could just be a ruse. Or it could be this one individual being more like
he is more like the Delph boy. He did say that.
Being more like Odo and less like the rest of them. You know, he
Odo.
could be cool. Odo is one of the changelings.
He's the main changeling from DS9.
He's the one that he's the head of security.
Yeah, I remember. I remember now.
Yeah. So it could be just this one individual that's better, or it could be that the entire race is better than I'm assuming or than I think. I don't know which one is true yet.
Yup.
It's far more suspicious to have them overly friendly than it is for them to be hostile.
It's very suspicious, but not that suspicious.
Well, yeah.
The way they've introduced themselves is not suspicious. Yeah, the way they've introduced themselves is only as suspicious as any guy that wants to be seen as big and fancy, which is...
I mean, we would do that. I mean, come on.
Exactly. Yeah, like, as far as you've seen...
We have done that.
Yeah, as far as you've been doing that the whole time, yeah.
Yeah. He did say he works a lot with the Delph boy, so I think that might be where his bluntness comes from and his honesty.
Yeah,
I think it could be he is an Odo.
So,
yeah,
so
he's
that's
the
why
Grand
I was saying
Admiral of the... Yeah, he's the captain of the Battle Moon itself, yeah.
So it could be that he's more the Odo archetype than the rest of his entire race. It could be the rest of them are totally like the Founders.
Again, it's a poisoned well situation. It's kind of hard to...
Absolutely.
Yeah,
that's
why
fragmentary
information.
That's why I said a lot of this is my meta. So, or is me metagaming. So, take it with a grain of salt. I'm just trying to discuss because,
Yeah, no, that's why some information if I don't want to know something, I'll let you know because I know I can't help but metagame unintentionally.
Well, nobody can. Nobody can help it entirely, but like I am being
flat out
forward about the fact that some of this I know is metagaming because I know how our GM works, and also I know the TV show that this type of interaction is obviously based around, or at least inspired by.
No, yeah. We get it. Too many similarities. It's kind of hard not to.
A lot of similarities, yeah. Oh,
sorry.
Yeah, that's all I was trying to say.
Another. Oh, sorry. Again, I'm sorry. I thought you were done.
It's okay. I was just going to add, and that's what I was trying to do is because I don't trust them. running scans, trust-ish, but verify. I'm verifying the fact that it's safe, and I don't trust them, but I'm just checking things.
Yeah, he's
As
a bit
far-
more relieved.
Another thing to answer your question earlier was I was reminding Father Mahali about a previous session conversation about how the natives, I can't remember the name again, how their civilization has lasted over 10,000 years, but our universe only started 6.
Yes.
So I was trying to give Father Mahali an in to play, to jump in, since him and Matei haven't really done anything yet. So I wanted to give them an opportunity by bringing it up. So if Father wants to do that, by all means.
With exception to the Mlemblep, who and the Schnells, who both operate in like millions and even billions of years, which is just too mind-boggling for any of you, except for maybe Boyo, to wrap their heads around.
I don't even think we have a number for that high yet for them back then.
You do, but it's not. Boyo's the only guy in the group that would really understand what it even means, and even to him, it would just be pure abstraction. A number made for thought experiments and raw mathematics, not something that you ever expect to actually see in real life. So we also imagine Boyo, this is something that you might internalize, the idea that a single planet might have 22 billion people on it might even be a little boggling for Boyo.
That's not insofar as I think it's impossible, but just the number is gigantic.
It's impossible even for Boyo to actually visualize what that looks like.
But that's because the human brain is not really designed for that kind of thing.
Which is why you don't lose your shit when you think about Schnells and Mlembleps being around for billions of years or whatever. Whereas, of course, now you have a species that claims that they had a great starfaring civilization before the universe as you know it was created. And identifiably, about, maybe not quite twice as old as the universe. That's something that you can wrap your head around.
All right, Father, Matei, I think that's your cue if you want to jump in.
Start role playing. Get those muscles going.
Yeah, you're in the spot, Mihaly.
Well, I mean, who would I be talking to?
Whosoever you like. You can actually specifically tell us the kind of person you want to track down, and we can introduce them to you. Because, this is the kind of scenario you're in.
Yeah, if you truly want someone, you can go back to the native that I spoke of, that we were speaking to originally. You can go back to that person who brought it up.
I'll pass.
Oh, man. Okay, Matei, you want to do anything in this rolling mass of people where your mom is jockeying around trying to arrange a marriage for you? In case you'd forgotten. Is Matei asleep?
Probably.
He was responsive earlier.
Yeah, but he could fall asleep at moment's notice.
I've literally seen him fall asleep in 5 seconds.
We've watched him, yeah. We've watched him fall asleep in the middle of a conversation.
Mid-speech.
Between responses. Okay, well, Matei is apparently taking the casual route to this. He's going to step back to the buffet table and gorge himself on all of the wonders of high society while his mother
and then
appears.
Pass out.
Yeah, and then possibly pass out while his
Ouch.
mother goes and arranges a marriage with him.
That you should use that as a threat, to get him to stay awake more often.
We mean this is a threat. We're actively threatening him right now.
Okay, he's gonna be wake up married.
It's possible.
If he doesn't,
Yeah, straight up a Vegas marriage.
if he
Just
doesn't,
wake up. Congratulations, you're on the altar.
bitch, this isn't a Vegas marriage. This is a medieval marriage.
Matei, wake up! Your life's in danger.
Your life as a bachelor.
Forever.
Your mother's
no,
trying to
we're-
shake you awake.
No, we're just gonna let this happen. We're going to ominously roll 3d6 in the side, just a a completely average roll. Okay. Anyway, so moving on. Now that we've threatened Matei for his inaction and his sleepy motherfuckeriness, does anybody else want to do anything to jockey, to consider? This is not the same. This session here is not precisely the same as the Conclave episode, but you should definitely think about how you can stand to benefit either for yourself or for the Crusade.
Well, that's what I was trying to come up with as I was lazily just having a conversation with the Admiral. I couldn't think of anything specific. So apart from us, trying to hit up on some queens with Fausto.
Locals, yeah.
Yeah, Fausto and Malmbjorn were like shamelessly flirting with some battle princesses.
We were
Well,
wingmanning off
I also
one
had a
another.
couple. Yeah, I had a couple drinks in me, so it's like I don't know. Those antenna are looking kind of blurry. I don't know if I noticed them or not.
They're very useful handles, you see.
I mean, you might also think they're kind of hot.
They look mostly like people. They just have antennae.
Yeah.
And bright-colored skin.
And weird, more strange-colored hair. Their skin doesn't. Their skin gets a little bluish or even a little purplish sometimes if they're on the paler end, but mostly they have pretty semi-normal skin tones.
It's the hair that's bright. Alrighty. Well,
Yeah,
I think
it's
I
the
could
hair
just-
that's weird colors. Yeah, they have like green hair
Yeah.
and purple hair and blue hair and stuff like that.
I could go back to talking about Rome and history and probably launch off of that into a conversation about the history of their peoples.
So Fausto, we want you to roll 3d6 if you're gonna spin off to go continue repping your swag over here.
Oh,
Okay.
and that's
All right. No,
And I'll casually help him out by explaining our warrior capabilities, our strengths, and military prowess.
all right. Malbjorn, start repping your swag too.
flexing them muscles.
Too many. Don't give away any secrets.
Of course not. This is just general show off.
History of Rome.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
not going to
You've been
get too
drinking.
specific.
Well,
about
I
our-
also I'm 6 foot and I've only had a couple drinks. I'm not like hammered
Malbjorn, you're
here.
7'1".
Yeah, so I've only had a couple drinks. I'm not smashed yet.
So roll your swag.
Just 3d6.
36.
Oh,
Oh man, I think the arrival of Yap Yap might have wrecked our style. Stopped the ball rolling.
yeah. Rip.
So as Fausto and Malmbjorn are bragging and swagging, one of the battle princesses actually seems to take interest in Malmbjorn. And 2 seconds. And she says, it sounds like this Rome is a land of many great warriors, but who's that? And points to Matei on the far side of the room as he's reclining on a lounge chair or whatever
Let's get him married.
with a plate on his belly, presumably.
Can I please get a 60-second counter before I make this answer for Matei to wake up?
No, he had his chance. We'll repeat. Matei had his chance, but if he really wants to, this is his time. So, continuing the role play, who's that? She says.
That is a very upcoming and skilled young bachelor that we who's one of our greatest scouts.
A
He's
bachelor,
very strong.
you say?
Indeed.
Quite strong.
He's,
And does he fight directly, or you say he's one of the strongest?
Indeed, he is strong, but he is also nimble. He tends to strike his enemies from afar while outpacing him. He rides a great steed around the field.
He's tactical of mind, yes. Strong of arm and smart of mind, yes.
Oh, my goodness. He sounds like he's truly quite a masculine individual, then.
Despite
So
his
he-
humble upbringings, I would say so, yes.
Indeed.
So he's not merely a pretty face, then?
Oh, certainly not. In
The
fact,
the gaggle, as you say that, the gaggle of other battle princesses nearby giggle suddenly at each other and look at each other excitedly.
there is someone who can tell you far more about him than even I or Malmbjorn. And I motion towards Matei's mother.
Who is off schmoozing some king somewhere or what have you, yeah. Really? And
Indeed.
and you say he is indeed quite marriageable?
Oh, most certainly. He is quite the bachelor. Very single.
Roll Malmbjorn and Fausto, roll a perception real quick.
Is it perception or deception? Because
Perception. No, you're rolling a perception check here.
we're blind. We're blind.
What are Malmbjorn, what's your perception? Technically, Malmbjorn's a success. What about Fausto? What's your perception?
Yeah.
Technically, both of you succeeded at that. So both of you here in the background.
Oh yeah, I succeed.
Well, he doesn't have much in the way of hair, I suppose. But the only options I've got is like my second cousin, as you hear from in the background. Is there even a
should we
chance?
roleplay?
Is there even no? This is what you're hearing. This is like they're clearly not intending for you to hear this. Is there even a chance of issue? I imagine so. The Seers were able to do strange things to the genes. Or sorry, strange things to the blood. You don't know what a gene is. Yeah. So yeah, you're hearing the ladies, the battle princesses in the background, idly eyeing Matei up like some piece of meat or what have you.
The lionesses circle their prey.
Oh yeah. Because you got to remember, everybody, that Matei actually has like a very high appearance and has that kind of stuff. So while you guys are very fit and everything, Matei is the hotter guy.
Yeah, I'm
They have
definitely the rugged warrior, not the handsome bachelor.
Yeah. Whereas Matei is the picture of masculine beauty in the in medieval standard.
Yeah, and Fausto's charming, but he's a little on his years.
And he's just not Adonis, you know. What can you do?
Yeah.
It's like have you ever seen AP Bio? There's an episode of AP Bio where the main character gets voted one of the most attractive men in the city, and then he goes to find out why he's not the most attractive man in the city, and one of the guys is this like 7'2", 2% body fat by ratio, perfectly sculpted fireman, and they're like, "Yeah, I think I should be higher." Unless that guy's number one. No, that guy. Well, that guy can be number one. That is a good looking dude.
No contest.
yeah. That's Matei. He's that guy. He's the guy who you look at and you're like, oh well, I'm good with being like a solid number, like 3 or 4 if he's up in the top 3, you know. He's like explicitly really hot. Which is of course why his mother is constantly trying to pawn him off on the highest ranked woman that she can get away with, because it's the only thing that Matei has going for him as far as station goes.
Well, not anymore.
Well, not anymore, but, you know, old habits die hard for Grandma, as it were.
Yeah.
Well, not grandma yet.
Oh, mama.
Let's change that soon. Right.
Mhm.
So you point the ladies off to Matei's mom, and we're going to make a couple of 3d6 rolls in the background. Okay, now that's all we need to know for that. Awesome. So does anybody want to do anything special? The minutes are, as a matter of fact, ticking by. We know there's the illusion of time isn't really a thing in these kind of settings, but it is going by as you're schmoozing over ladies. Mihaly, do you want to do anything?
Whoops, sorry, forgot I'm push to talk. I guess I could have a I guess I actually could have a conversation with the guy we spoke to last time about him mentioning, the 10,000, we've been around for 10,000 years and then stuff like that.
So you go back to talk to one of the kings. Got it. Awesome. Okay, so you roll back. He's just kind of schmoozing. Most of the Northrenial, you'll notice, it's kind of a half and half deal. About half of them at any given time are out like schmoozing and political jockeying, and the other half are kind of sitting back. They kind of switch places in and out from time to time. They seem very cautiously optimistic about the whole entire thing. So they're all kind of keeping their eyes out like hawks. So yeah, right now, dude is kind of sitting on the sidelines. He's taking a drink. So as you approach him, he raises a glass to you and says, Mihaly, was it? I'm sorry, I so little time to recognize all of your names.
Correct. Well met. Sorry, I don't believe I've gotten your name either.
Well, I'd be amazed to hear that. He seemed to understand the language perfectly. That being said, my name is King Donald. I used to be the king of the 13 planets of the Rhizor system, but unfortunately the Beskorics wiped that entire property clean. So now I, as so many are, merely one of the council.
Well met, King Donald. I could not help but overhear a little bit of your conversation with my companions Fausto and Malmjorn earlier. And something you said... what's a good word for this?
Piqued your interest.
It piqued my interest. I believe you said that your people have been around for 10,000 years, you said?
Oh, unfortunately, it's far more than that. Our legacy goes back tens of thousands of years, but it has only been in the last 10,000 years that our people have been in a steady state of decline that leads to what you see now.
Well, I'm a little confused because from what I know, the entirety of the universe has not even been around that long.
He says he gives you a strange look and goes, right, measurements and translations are so different. Your star must be very young compared to many of the others out there. Apologies, I understand, I think. Yes, once upon a time, our civilization was a very capable starfaring species. We had an emperor and a class of seers, I gather, that was quite dominant in the society. They led us to a grand lineage-based success along the stars. Our people were able to eliminate all of the detrimental traits in our lineages and strengthen all of the good ones, but unfortunately there were long-term problems that weren't considered, and so we have made our pool very small. The words for it are mostly lost to our people. It's been so long, but we sent most of our seers off to the stars about 10,000 years ago when the problem came about, and us, the warriors who remained on our various different planets, have made sure to keep our lineages as dispersed as we possibly can, difficult as that may be.
I'm sorry. I believe you've misunderstood what I said. I don't mean the stars or the existence of my people or your people. No,
Is anybody around Father Mihaly right now?
I mean, we could say. Wait, where was I last?
Is anybody near Father Mihaly as he's talking about this right now?
I don't think I am. I think I'm with Fausto. Oh, yeah, I'm with Fausto. Scheming against Matei.
And Matei is, of course, asleep, and Boyo is doing his own thing.
Well, you've already kind of sent those women off. So we're gonna give Malmbjorn and Fausto a perception check, and Matei, if he's awake, everybody, you guys get a perception check. Oh wait, Boyo, you're listening to the logs, so feel free to roll a perception check 3 times and take the worst one. Well, that's actually still really good.
Yeah.
So it's funny actually. Everybody, Malmbjorn and Fausto, you happen to lend your ear and eye in the direction of of Father Mihaly, and through Malmbjorn's earpiece, Boyo, you can hear Father Mihaly talking about the age of the universe. You heard the misunderstanding. Mihaly should not be speaking any more about this subject.
Was that for Boyo or all of us?
All of you succeeded on your perception checks.
Okay.
Can I...
Boyo, you have a direct feed into Mihaly's ear, so you can talk to him directly.
I'm gonna say that.
Yeah. These people cannot know that you think the universe is only 10,000 years old. They can't. Like...
Yeah. Continuing to speak is an extremely bad idea.
Just nod and say yes.
We are sorry.
Oh, sorry. I coughed. Sorry, I coughed like.
Okay.
I say, ooh, what would be? Oh, dang! I can't think of a good way to segue off of this.
I got one for you. I'm gonna quickly come up, place my arms around Father. I happened to overhear part of your conversation. My apologies. I do believe there was just some misunderstanding. Possibly you are correct. Measurements differ between peoples, so...
We've discovered that the Beskar actually have an entirely different form of counting than we do, and...
Indeed, yes. So
it can be confusing, I understand.
Absolutely. So, my apologies. I also must intrude one more time for... I must speak with Father on a separate matter, if you don't mind. And I gently guide Father.
Drag this motherfucker away before he creates a diplomatic incident.
Yeah.
Well, you now know that once upon a time they were a very powerful starfaring people. Pardon. Who had something to do with their lineages, and their pool got too small, and now they have to track their lineages very, very carefully to avoid things like inbreeding.
Basically, genetic pool.
By the way, it's also, to you guys, it's 1190, so you might not know that... Well, Fausto would know this. Fausto would know this, like, super hardcore, absolutely 100%. And Boyo would also know this. He probably wouldn't care about it as much, but he would also know this. The church, especially the Catholic Church, is super against inbreeding. Right now, the Pope himself maintains 7 degrees of separation as a requirement for a marriage. In short, you need to make sure that your wife or husband is at least your 4th marriage or 4th cousin or farther.
And I'm also going to add, as I separate Father Mahali and the royal, I'm gonna talk to Father Mahali. Father, I understand that you are very what's the word?
Devout?
Yeah, devout in your beliefs, but we cannot speak too much about Earth.
Very, very well then.
You need to work on the way you ask questions without giving information.
Understood.
Sorry, I know I kind of led you into this, so this is my fault, like out of character. But that was the only subject I had that could, try to involve you in the game. Sorry. So
Yeah, I know. I gave it my best effort.
No problem. This is why it's a cooperative game.
Yeah.
Because some people will absolutely like pick up for your mistakes and stuff like that. That's why. This was good. We like this.
I just wish
but
Matei could join us.
Yeah, if only Matei would join us.
So instead we're going to sabotage.
Wait, no, stop. Matei.
What?
Oh my god, he lives!
Wait, we got
Holy
married.
shit!
Muzzle tough.
So Matei, how long have you been asleep?
I don't know.
Alright, that's perfectly reasonable. So, at some point, Fausto and Malmbjorn went off to continue flirting with random Nethrenia women, and then the Nethrenia women were like, who's that guy chilling on the couch in the corner? And they were like, that's Matei, and you should go talk to his mom about him, because your mom is absolutely jockeying around this entire fucking ballroom trying to find you some kind of arranged marriage. Do you want to do anything about this, or anything in this room?
Yeah, because if you weren't, you were going to come back married next session.
Yeah, that's not acceptable.
What's right against you now is you're going to get married if you keep falling asleep.
He passed out in a brief
Surprise.
food coma at the buffet table, and... He passed out in a brief food coma at the buffet table, and before he knew it,
Fell asleep at the table, woke up at the altar.
Yeah.
Yeah, watch out, Matei, watch out. Alright, so as we were mentioning to everybody else, this is also kind of like a bit of your time to jockey politically like you did with in the Conclave. It's not the same, it's not the time to be selfish, but it is the time to kind of keep your eye out for opportunities, monitor things, etc.
Right, and that's what I was trying to do. Can't really think of anything specific though, unless someone can offer some suggestions.
You've already made Matei's job to remain a bachelor considerably more difficult. So as far as we're concerned, you've been very busy.
Yeah, I mean, aside from talking about the history of our peoples and theirs and the similarities therein, can't think of much.
So Matei, what are you gonna do here? What's your role in this whole shenanigo?
He woke up from the couch. Got to get back to smoozing.
Well, not too interested in trying to figure out how to remain single, but at the same time, I don't want to get married either.
Isn't that the same thing? How to remain single?
It's funny actually, Matei. You are the most marriageable member of like the entire fucking Crusader force. You're like the most marriageable bachelor. Right?
You're the poster boy. Congratulations.
Yeah, really
He's
annoying.
the hot one.
You're hot. You're young. You've got a mom who's politically jockeying for you right now. Which I mean, if there's anything that screams a marriageable, politically powerful man, it's a mom that does all the work for him.
Ugh.
Like, actually, in the medieval era, this is not a joke. Like,
A real mama's boy, he is.
well, that's super attractive to medieval people. Like, it's really attractive to medieval people. They would love
This is
that.
a feudal society we're amongst right now.
Yeah. Like, the moms are the ones that set up the trade agreements, the marriage alliances, and the back and forths and all that kind of stuff. Like, it was very common back then. Your mother and your mother may be a peasant, may have once been a peasant woman, but now she's a social climber in the low aristocracy, and she has a son who is unmarried.
And she's trying to fix that.
She knows that I own land now and everything. Yeah.
Oh, it's
She lives on your land. It's well established.
Yeah,
You're
I
alone.
know.
There's no getting out of that one. Sorry.
God damn it.
I want to go and push your mom towards the ships and with Boyo.
Honestly, you have the most interesting, part
B-plot.
of your plot of your character. I don't really have anything going for me. I would love to have something kick me in the pants like that.
I mean, realistically speaking, it's just that he has the best small name character.
Yeah.
He has the best B-plot character. And we didn't actually intend for that, but it's been convenient, so, we went for it. So what are you going to do, Matei? What's your plan here?
Well, I'm going to attempt to head off my mother's proposals for marriage. And
So
Again.
not end up being married.
So you walk over, and she is currently surrounded by some kings and queens talking about, and as you come over, she goes, "Oh, and there's my sweet darling. Look at him. Can you see the calves on this man?" And some of the queens nod and go, indeed, quite fetching." One of the kings turns to you and says, "Matei, was it? You've a remarkable mastery of the language, I gather. Your mother here has told me through her translation device that you are single without a wife?"
Yes, currently.
I happen to have three daughters. King Edsel, if you wouldn't mind. He reaches out with a hand.
Great.
Don't cause a political incident here for us.
Yeah.
Oh, that might be difficult. I have no... Oh, wait. Do we have diplomatic training of any sort since all this started?
You probably don't.
Matei doesn't. We mean... No. You have...
That's kind of what I thought.
I mean, it's a simple handshake.
You have...
It's not about
you
that.
do...
There's just
You
other
do
things
have
that are
diplomacy.
coming to
Actually, Matei does have diplomacy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Diplomacy and royal training are two different things, but...
That's true.
But I can use that knowledge a little bit. Basically, I was just thinking to myself. Alright, I grab his hand and answer the handshake.
Alright.
Nice to meet you, Your Majesty.
Goodness gracious, no need for that. We're all equals in this particular political scenario, aren't we? Everyone looking for one thing or another from each other?
Indeed.
And what exactly are you looking for in being here, good Lord Matei?
The moment, I can't say that I'm looking for too much beyond maybe some trade. Oh shit, what was my land? Hold on a second. Looking for some trade outlets for my most recent land acquisitions.
Land, you say?
Yeah. I have recently acquired some land and am looking to cultivate it. And recently acquired goods that I do not have an outlet for.
A a tall, slightly older-looking Nothra woman slides in from the side and says, "Well, if you want someone to cultivate land for you, you wouldn't want King Edsel. Queen Ghana, how are you doing tonight?"
I'm doing
King
lovely.
Edsel looks... Say again, Matei.
I'm doing quite lovely. Meeting many various people today.
Edsel, you'll understand, she sends a nasty look at the man who grimaces back at her, is from an entirely urban population. He doesn't understand the slightest thing about cultivating the land, but I have 2 daughters and 1 son, and both of them are quite fine land administrators. You understand, here on this one planet, we have a difficult time managing our crops, but my particular family does not.
Oh, that's quite useful information. We are based out of some coastal plains myself. So urban development, unfortunately, King Etzel, is not a priority sector for me at the moment.
Which is, of course, Queen Ghana steps in, why you wouldn't want anything from his daughters, but my own Princess Liana is more than marriageable right now, and unbetrothed. She herself has killed no less than 16 enemy commanders in personal combat of her own hand, and these are only the ones that are confirmed.
That is quite the record. Sounds like a very vigorous woman.
Oh, you can be sure of it. And, as I said, much energy for land cultivation and for family cultivation.
I see.
Meanwhile, my family is also the stewards of an ancient seed bank. We would be more than interested, if anybody were to join, to trade some of those stocks for political necessities. Your mother, Matei, your mother elbows you. That one. That one.
That's enough, mother.
She turns to Queen Ghana and goes, "My son will very much consider it, although there is so much going on, you understand."
Out of character. I am sorry, Matei. I was thinking about giving you an escape line, but this is your punishment for falling asleep, so I had to stay out of it.
Bite me.
Sorry.
We may have caused this, but we are not the cause.
Yeah.
No.
King Edsel in the background scoffs. "Ha! All your Liana has are huge tracts of land. Her ability to cultivate them, though, I wouldn't be able to tell. You shouldn't listen to her. If you want trade, you'll need to have support from the urbans."
I mean, that is true. Same time, having access to a seed bank would be quite enjoyable. Well,
Sorry.
as useful and great as this knowledge is, I have other guests that I would like to meet tonight. So, how about we consider these talks at a later date?
As you presumably drag your mother away into a distant alcove. Yeah, okay, we see where you're going here. We see what Matei is pulling here.
Yeah, I'll just use this opportunity and then guide my mother away and head towards somewhere else.
Oh, that Queen Ghana is a wonderful woman, don't you think? She seems to have a good head on her shoulders.
Yes, indeed.
And her daughter, I bet, would be just as smart.
I
With
suppose
her
we
huge
will
tracts.
fight. Yeah. God
With
damn
her huge tracts of land.
Huge
as
tracts
true
of
as that may
land.
be, there are plenty of other options, and maybe we should continue looking around.
All right, Boyo, you're hearing all this, by the way. You
Yep.
got the whole like, what are you gonna do from the safety of your shuttle, presumably with your dog?
What?
With your
Did I miss something?
Nothing. We said presumably with your dog because we assumed you brought your dog with you.
He's just in there laughing his ass off.
I think he was just
I'm just
giving
in
you an
there-
opportunity to
Yeah,
to
I'm just in there
roleplay.
giggling.
Well,
Fucking chuckling your ass off.
after throwing Matei to the wolves, I am also talking to any of the royals around. Also trying to establish relationships. Specifically, anyone who is experienced in ore extraction and warrior training and fighters.
I
Well-
should do something similar.
Are you talking about like melee combatants, or are you talking about just general soldiers? Because everybody you see here is of the warrior class.
Of course, but okay. Well, first for any to establish trade for ore extraction, but also to establish I don't know, a warrior exchange. Training. Cooperative training.
Exchange student program.
Yeah, stuff like that. To they train my warriors, I train theirs. Different tactics. Possibly, just establishing more people to come live on my land as well, because we're also lacking people.
Or-
Possibly get some of your warriors hooked up with these Amazonian ass ladies.
Indeed, yes.
Remember, the men are also big and strong too. They just tend to have big guns and shit.
No,
Yeah.
yeah. I get that. I'm not just talking about women. I'm talking anybody. I need to establish trade just like the others. But I'm specifically searching for individuals who are experienced in mining and
who want to mine and live on your land.
Yeah, and not even that. Maybe even establish other trade relationships and stuff like that.
Roll a politics.
Ho 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 ho.
Bjorn, do you actually have politics as one of your listed skills?
I don't know.
Let's look. It does not look like you do.
Of all the things of what I'm what I've been involved in, you'd think I would have it, but apparently not. Oof.
So you're looking around for people who might want to join and live on your land, who are experienced in mining, and to your surprise, you don't actually get many answers. You just have a bunch of people kind of taking note of your desires and then kind of wandering off, as it were. This actually seems to be a common thing for the Northrenia, is they'll sit around and they'll interact when they're interacted with, and then once they've gathered the information or heard what you have to say, they'll kind of just wander off and like go look at other things. You aren't sure if this is... You can't be sure, because you don't know anything about their culture. You can't be sure if this is like what they do all the time, or like if this is like a standard way that they interact, or if this is something having to do more with the ruling class, or if this is a situational thing. Yeah, you don't know if their pensiveness and their caution is actually brought upon by this whole entire breaking of the blockade thing.
Right. Well, I did what I tried. I cast my line. So,
Well, I might be going around and marketing a bit myself, giving out some samples of olives, olive oil, and wines to these fine folk who would clearly, of course, appreciate such gifts and
Fausto,
opportunity to trade.
roll yourself a politics also.
I got it done.
As we recall, Fausto, you do have politics in your thingy. Your intelligence is fairly above average, so 2 seconds.
Oh, of all the things. Wow.
Ouch.
So no. This is. We're not going to tell you what that is. We're just like, you know. So at some point, as you're schmoozing around, going, what exactly are you looking for here? Aside from, we suppose, alien waifu?
Trade opportunities as well. You know, I gotta sell my olive oil and wine to somebody. Aside from our own folks, who of course would receive a discount. You know, we're all comrades here.
So you're actually, in this particular case, like, legit just, like...
Yeah, I'm looking for trade partners.
Well, you're shilling
Mainly.
food and artisan goods, as it were, yeah.
Yeah. Using a bit of my haggling skill. I think I've got that one. Yeah, I do have business haggling and marketing.
That's part of your stuff. To your surprise, the olive oil is actually very well accepted. It looks like they can eat everything that we can eat, or that humans can eat. So yeah, it's very well accepted. They like it. They put it on their stuff, on their yummies and everything like that. And at some point, oh, what? Go on.
I was gonna. Oh no, are we gonna have another pea soup incident?
No. But at some point, we just dropped our fucking die somewhere. Sorry, there it is. Okay. At some point, you do realize that Grand Admiral Yap Yap is right at the back of the line, waiting for some olive oil. He hadn't had any olive oil, and comes up and goes, What kind of cream is that?
Oh, well, you see, it is the oils of this fine fruit we have in my homeland called the olive. This oil of it is most delectable and can also be used as an ointment upon one's skin. It heals...
Until you light it on fire.
Oh, yes, indeed. It is also mildly flammable, of course, as it is an oil. But it is quite good for an ointment for wounds and for moisturizing the skin. And of course, it makes bread much more palatable.
He basically shakes his hand and kind of gives a beckoning motion. Well, we'll pass it over. Let's try it.
Of course, these are
samples. You drink it?
You can drink it, yes, but I would advise placing it upon some food or dipping some food in it.
As you pass it over, the Gornath, with his free hand, reaches out and takes a deep sniff of the stuff. And then he looks over and he nods. And he looks over and he nods, and the Vityrian nods back and takes the thing. And as he eats it, his eyes go a little wide, which is weird because he's already kind of got a little bulging eyes as it is. But his eyes get a little wider, and he goes, "My word! Oh, this'll add just about anything to anything, it seems like. What do you call this again?"
Olive oil.
How much you got?
Oh, we produce it upon my lands. We have a great deal of it.
Nay. How much you got new?
I haven't brought a whole lot with me, and of course we didn't have a whole lot of room to bring such things on our shuttles. I have, should I roll for how many bottles I've got?
Yes, as a matter of fact, roll 2d100.
2d100?
Yep.
I have 89 bottles with me.
89 bottles, there you go, boom, there you go, bam. Got 89 bottles, and he goes, "What do you want for them? All of them, each and every one."
Oh, I was hoping to establish a long-term trade, but I'm quite fond of these pistols you have given us.
I'll give you a pistol,
Perhaps-
a bottle.
Fair trade. I accept this deal.
Give yourself, we can't, give yourself 89 Buldibulan sidearms. Here, we'll send that message in the general.
Nice.
Buldibulan sidearm is what they're called.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll give you a gun, a bottle for this kind of shit. And if you're wanting a long-term one, let me tell my superiors, and we'll see exactly what we can arrange.
Wait,
that would be most
He has
wondrous.
he has a superior.
He has mentioned that he has a boss. Yes.
Oh, I must have missed that.
Yeah, he's mentioned that even he has a boss. He may be a Grand Admiral, but that only means that he has, like, jurisdiction over one major moon fleet. And he didn't actually mention this, but we'll tell this. He would be more than happy to tell you. There are hundreds of battle fleets in the Dominion.
That's
So
a lot.
he is a Grand Admiral, but he's like one of hundreds of Grand Admirals. You know, he's not the High Fleet Admiral of the Dominion or anything like that. He's just like he's just like a big guy. He's like a Patton, if you will.
Mhm.
Yeah. So yeah, you give yourself 89 Buldibulan sidearms. Congratulations, that'll either be able to be used. Well, I mean, you have men. You could arm them if you want. There's not enough technically for them, but yeah, there's plenty of things that you can do with your Buldibulan sidearms. Congratulations, and this guy says he's going to talk to his superiors.
Hip hip hooray!
Hip hip hooray! You're looking for food trade. It looks like Vityrians like olive oil. We did not know that until you gave it to him, and we rolled in the background to see exactly how much he liked it. So yeah, congratulations. They really get down on olive oil. We're gonna ask everybody to make a quick perception check, also,
Dun dun dun.
including you, Boyo.
God, I'm just blind today.
Fausto's the guy we gotta look at here. Fausto, you seem to notice. Actually, one moment. We have to. Oh wow, our internet is not doing much.
Are we about to lose you?
No, we think we've
Hopefully
got
not.
it back. We think we've got it back. Okay, we've got it back. All right. So you, Fausto, you notice that the wine is doing particularly good with the Nothrenia.
Oh yeah.
Like the grape wine that you've got is doing really good, and they seem to have a hard time holding it, if you know what we mean.
Oh.
Which one is the Nothrenia again? I keep getting them.
They're the feudal antenna moth people.
Gotcha. Cool.
Yeah.
Can we until we get that appendix or codex of the aliens? Can we just call them the natives for now?
Yeah, sure, we'll go with that. Yeah, you seem to notice that the wine is incredibly popular with the natives, and it also seems to be incredibly potent to the natives.
Nice.
Wildly, the mead brought by Malmbjorn and his Varangians is not as potent to them. Fausto, by the way, is the only person who really notices this.
This could be useful.
I just letting you know. And on that matter, we are getting semi-far into it, so if anybody has anything else the festivities, unless anybody has anything else, the festivities will start dying down, and the shrewd politicking day long is going to start fading away. So, anybody want to do anything?
Yes, I have one last thing.
Cool.
As everything's winding down, I'm also talking to our little group. Let them know of my my bad luck in finding a bite, and I'm asking everybody here, if you hear of anybody who has an interest or information in or extraction, could you send them my way?
Yeah. That's already being accounted for, definitely. Anybody else? Fausto, Father, Mate, Boyo.
I think
This
I
is your
might
time.
like to let Malmbjorn know about the whole mead and wine thing. Might be helpful for him as well.
Good to know.
Yeah, Malmbjorn,
yeah.
they're like the
Get
grape wine a
real
lot.
drunk.
Yeah.
And they get real drunk on it.
I don't have anything at the moment, but I'll keep that in mind.
And of course, Boyo, you now know that because you're literally listening to the feed from Malmbjorn's ear. Not sure if you're still there, Boyo.
I'm sorry, say that again.
Okay. So
What do I know?
were you know that the grape wine is incredibly popular and seems to get the Northrenia totally smashed.
Do they like the mead, or is it just not as strong?
They like the mead. It's fine. It's just not nearly as strong. It's not nearly as popular. It's not nearly as immediately tasty to them.
Yeah, it's comparing tobacco to crack right now.
Well, maybe we can come up with some idea for that.
Yeah, so Fausto and Boyo and Malmbjorn now know that the Northrenia seem to be particularly susceptible to the wine.
And alcohol.
Not and alcohol. They're particularly susceptible to grape wine.
Must be the tannins in the grape, I'll say.
Well, mead doesn't have tannins in it, does it?
Yeah, that's why the wine is so much better for them, is they're like, there's something else in this.
All right, I'm out of ideas.
Me too.
Wait. Mead is... Oh.
It's a honey wine, so it's not made out of grapes.
Yeah. Yep. So Boyo, Mate, anything you two want to do? Father Mihaly?
Nothing specific right now.
Nope.
No, not for me either.
All right. Well, then we'll wind it down. The festivities are good. We'll tell you guys after the session what fruits came of your labors, and we'll wind down and let everybody go. Everybody, feel free to say goodbye.
Farewell.
Bye, everybody.
See ya.